3v3. And we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now. We've got Dat Girl Megan and King Jordan. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, Alexis and LD, and having Danny the GOAT on my team. And Meg, oh, this is going to be a sight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. And tonight, we've got the Indiana Pacers playing against the Chicago Bulls. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Ivica Zubac. George is out there with Smart. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. And for the Pacers, Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Curry. Then it's Avdia. And it's Vassell in at the 2. Here we are, Clark, just about midway through the season, and the cream of the crop is starting to show itself.
You know, Kevin, this is where we get an idea of which teams are really kind of cruising into the playoffs, hitting their stride, if you will. On the other hand, there are some teams trying to kick it into a higher gear.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Capella, the pass to Curry. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Towns against Zubac. Lock at 6. And Durant sends it back. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Steps back and fires. And he connects with the jumper.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
And Towns gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 34-point game against Boston.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Smart. Pulls up. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the 3.
Yeah, and the only center to win a 3-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Durant attacking. He feeds it to Smart. Shoots over Curry. Nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, Smart, a dominant player in a number of ways, but consistency with the jumper, I think, would put him over the top.
Curry looking around. Pass to Vassell. Goes up on the high post. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Durant kicks to Smart. Pass to Gobert. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Clint Capella.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Down low, it's stolen by Gobert. Durant with it. Now Avdia defending. Durant, the pass to Zubac. Can't cash in from close range. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to Boston.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end. Great lob and an even better finish by Gobert.
He gets that one. Curry's got 5. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A nice shot by George.
George just too good for this. He will get physical right back.
Stolen by George.
2 minutes.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Shoots over Curry. Smart misses. And so Curry will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 1. Over Smart. Again, Indiana. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Smart. Lays it up off the glass. He has 6.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Pass to Vassell. Capella kicks to Curry. Towns dishes to Avdia. Just 5 on the clock. And Durant sends it back.
Affecting the shot right there. The length of Durant, a problem for the offense.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Capella. And Norman Powell subbed in for Avdia. Two on the clock. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
George against Vassell. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Curry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. The Bulls leading by 3. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, you're scratching your head with how do you defend a guy like Durant. I mean, his length, his speed, ball handling, all allow him to draw fouls easily.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's good from Durant.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
And KD drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Curry can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls. They're up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Pacers trail by 5. Devin Vassell out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Towns. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the Pacers' foul. And then George with the jam.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Curry puts it in with the defense right on him.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
Bounce pass from Smart. Zubac finds Smart. And there's the drive. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Powell takes the 12-footer and hits.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
You know, guys, if they're inside, that shot probably gets blocked. But from mid-range, I mean, he's able to get it off over the bigger defender there.
Now here's Gobert. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Powell. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Powell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Well, once upon a time, Kevin Durant said he was tired of being second. Now, some thought he was chasing clout, but he clarified it, saying, I just lost in the finals. It wasn't about I want to be the best ever. I don't care about that. I want to wake up every day and do what I do. If we win, I know that comes with me being the best that I can be. Kevin?
David, I love the fact he is focused on the process. And thank you for giving us that report. And here's Smart after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. The 19-foot shot, it's rebounded by Towns.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Smart driving to the basket. And slam dunk by Smart.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
Entering the league as a defensive stopper and a hustle guy, Greg, Marcus Smart has really rounded out his game.
And, Kevin, he's put in the work, retooled his shooting mechanics, playmaking style, but what's been most consistent, he still steps up in the biggest moments on both sides of the ball.
And Katie, the bucket on the assist from Smart. Durant's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bulls. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Hey, Special K, in your playing days, you were such a strong defender. Who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Hey, I appreciate the love, partner, but strong defender attached to my name back in the day would not mix well, if we're talking truth. But I will tell you, the hardest guy I had to deal with was Bernard King. He gave me fits. He was relentless in his pursuit of the pumpkin. They ran a bunch of stuff for him when he was playing for the Knicks, and that dude could put it in the basket.
Here's Vassell. Paul George making his last shot. Towns, the pass to Curry. Shot to stop the run. Another three from Steph Curry. This guy is unreal.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Nice shot by Smart.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 13-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Chicago's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Smart passes to Simmons. Bay with it. Now Avdia defending. The shot's good from Bay.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
1:25 left to play here in the half. Curry gets the bucket.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Smart against Curry. It's Durant on the wing. Smart kicks to Durant. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 15. Again, Chicago.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
Now here's Towns. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Here's Simmons. Denny Avdia making his last shot. Bay in the post. On the wing, George. Back to Smart. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Stolen by Avdia. Here's Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
When Towns is hammering the inside, putting pressure on the defense, good things happen for this team.
Indiana shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Anthony Towns.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Katz is generally among the best in the league.
And the second free throw, good. Here's Smart. 19 points in the game. Now the pass to Bay. Cranes the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Denny Avdia picks one up. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Sadiq Bay.
And the free throw, no good. And so it's Chicago with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low.
Thanks very much with Rick Carlisle. Coach, what needs...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Marcus Smart lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last effort. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
How about you? And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Marcus Smart has been really making it happen.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And with the second half upon us, We'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Gobert is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Durant. Then it's George. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. 6 to shoot. Towns for 3. Connects from three-point range. Towns has got the first basket of the third quarter for the Pacers. Pass to Zubac. Bounce pass from Smart. Here's the teardrop. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks. It makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. Curry passes to Avdia. Drives to the hoop. Paul George with the steal. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
And, you know, once Durant notices a lane, you're toast. I mean, using his long strides to get inside fast, unstoppable.
Towns up top. Zubac defending. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
You take a look at Vassell. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
The voting is just about over, so we'll keep updating you on how it's going. Some very deserving names at the top of this year's list.
Yeah, no problems with the voting thus far. I think the fans and media have done their homework and picked the best shooters in the league.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. Durant under duress.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, without question, the game has changed in recent years. And there's always a debate about which game is better. Hall of Famer Julius Erving said in the 80s, nobody shot three-point shots unless they were down, and it was out of desperation. The line was there, but the game was played inside that line. The game was played in the paint, inside out. Kevin, different does not mean better or worse.
I would agree. The game rolls on, doesn't it, David? You've been in this league a long time. The game rolls on. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Durant, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Zubac finds Smart. Outside for KD. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game. Curry passes to Vassell. Outside, Towns. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Durant. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
They'll kick out to Towns. Curry outside. Chicago grabs the miss. To the inside. And finished up by KD.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
2 minutes.
Curry against Smart. And finished off by Avdia. The Bulls leading by 16. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Here's KD. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Pass to Vassell. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his third assist on the night.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Nice shot by Smart.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
Capella finds Curry. Towns, the pass to Vassell. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 13 points.
And George really good at recognizing his fast break opportunities and torching the defense with his speed and athleticism in transition.
Curry passes to Towns. Vassell against George. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Towns dishes to Adams. For the three, and that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls lead by 14.
62.
And we're the candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Stephen Curry's out there with Devin Vassell. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Towns. And it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And Simmons kicks to KD. Shoots over Towns. Nails the 16-footer. KD's got 12 points in just the second half.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
And it's sent back by George. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
First personal foul.
Let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Martin's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Taurean Prince in for Vassell. Powell, that's good.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
George passes to Simmons. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Pacers. Marcus Smart's checked in for Chicago. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Indiana ball.
Pacers trail by 19. Tipped away. George with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. It's George on the wing. No coverage that time.
George.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
And the Pacers call time here. And the NBA's new CBA cracking down on the top spending teams, Greg, but also the bottom spending teams.
Yeah, before teams had until the trade deadline to hit the minimum salary floor. Now they've got to be there. Or they lose out on luxury tax distributions, which could end up in the millions.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Curry dishes to Martin. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gobert's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry against Smart. Passes to Nesmith. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Nesmith has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The pass to Capella. And here is Prince. Outside Curry. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
Martin against Zubac. It's Powell with the drive. Excellent D there from George.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Going inside. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Diaz checked in for Martin. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat line. That's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
Nesmith can't get it to go. George against Powell. Prince outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Smart against Curry. Pass to Nesmith. He kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes
over Powell.
2 minutes.
And the Bulls with another miss.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And the dunk by Capella.
No defense going to stop that throw down by Capella right there.
Pass to George. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Passes it to Nesmith. Kicks it to George. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Powell. The shot by George, no good. And it's Indiana's ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points.
Coming out here tonight and making a statement. Really good work all around for the Bulls.
They really lit it up in this fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely, just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And you know, this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
Most definitely. I mean, even though you see opponents outside of your conference only twice a year, you still don't want to have that feeling of being swept.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Marcus Smart.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Powell for 3. Outside Martin. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Smart passes to Simmons. Driving inside. Outside for Smart. Here's Bay. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, The win is there. Go get it.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Marcus. It is obvious you never mind sacrificing your body to make the big play. How do you lay it on the line physically?
Just really, influence my team.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.